Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles channel. Thanks so much for being here with me today again, because we are going to do the Domino Angels for this week. And I'm also going to choose three, oh I had some other card decks here, never mind. I'm going to choose 3 other bonus messages. So right now just choose in your mind either number 1, number 2, number 3. And at the end of the Domino Angels reading today, I will choose those and we'll go through there and there'll be a bonus message for you guys. So, hope you're having a wonderful day. I just had some awesome news at the doctor, so I'm like totally hyped up. Last week I just went and had a routine yearly blood test because I'm a vegan. They like to check that I'm getting the B12 and the iron and all of those kinds of things, and I did a glucose tolerance test and all of that kind of stuff. So when the doctor wanted to see me, I'm like, oh, maybe something's wrong. But then I was like, no, everything's fine. So I went to the doctor and I just floored the test. Like there was just nothing on there. My vitamin D levels are fine. Vitamin 12, B12 is fine. Glucose tolerance test was perfect. You know, so there's no pre-diabetes or anything like that. My iron levels are perfect. So just goes to show you that even if you are a vegan, as long as you're eating a good variety of fruits and vegetables, you are getting all that you need. And I was just really happy to hear that. So I am going to, I'm spreading the joy, okay? All right, let's do the Domino Angels, and it's Friday, late Friday afternoon, so hopefully you're getting to see this at a good time for you. And I'm just going to close my eyes and shuffle, and I'm going to be focusing on a relevant message for each one of us. Okay, let's go. Alright, and I've asked all the angels to be here, of course, before I even get started. And here we go. This is the message. Okay, Archangel Azrael. Alright? Now don't freak out, because people will think, oh my God, that's the angel of death. It's okay. I'll read it to you and then we'll see what's happening. So the number here is 5, and this can mean a time of loss or attendance at a funeral, or your support is required. There'll be an increased sense that you're not alone, and this is also a hello from heaven directly to you. Your loved ones in many ways are more alive than you. So don't ignore a calling to mediumship or helping others with their loss right now. Thank you, Archangel Azrael. Light a dark candle to connect. And in the month of November, if you watch my November guidance video, you'll see that we need to take a rest. You know, we need to slow down, and a lot of people have been really tired, especially myself, especially at the beginning of the week. I was really tired, having, you know, a long nap in the afternoon and then still sleeping all the way through. Now what's going on is we are receiving information, we are downloading information. And remember, in the November guidance video I talked about this, that when we're asleep we get our conscious mind right out of the way, and the angels and guides and loved ones are able to connect with us and communicate with us, and the angels have been sending us upgrades, and we've been downloading information. So much like a computer, we've got to allow this to take effect in our life. We've got to hit the restart button, you know, and that's why we've been needing this rest. But it also means that because we've been having our abilities, you know, upgraded, and we've been downloading information, the veil is very thin, and we've been able to connect. A lot of us have been able to connect with loved ones, or been thinking about them a lot, you know, and even thinking about them is a signal to you that they are trying to connect with you. How many times have you gone and done a big cleanup and then found these old photographs, and it's like, oh, you know, I haven't thought about that person, or there's a picture of grandma, or whatever it is. You know, that is like them smiling at you and saying hello. And a lot of people feel that they have to go to somebody else in order to connect with with their loved ones. The idea is that you learn to start connecting on your own. And the way that you do that is by believing first that you can do it, but also talking to them as often as you can. If you can imagine what your loved one would say to you, you know, if you're asking a question, what would your loved one say? So sometimes when I wear an outfit, I'm like, Grandma would be saying, oh, you're not going to go out in that, are you? You know what I mean? I can hear her talking to me and it makes me laugh. Those are real connections. You know, that is the connection. It's not going to be, oftentimes, it's not going to be your loved one standing there in front of you. The same is true for angels and spirit guides. They're not often going to stand right in front of you. But the more that you ask and the more that you connect without relying heavily on it all the time, the more signs that you will receive. And the more that you notice those signs, the more open you become. So for myself, if someone asks me directly for a reading on a loved one, okay, so they've had a loved one that passed, and they ask me directly, that is the time when I open up my connection to that person. Otherwise, I'll be walking around sensing and feeling and taking on the emotions of not only the person, but the spirits that are around them. And I don't want to do that because that's really, really exhausting. So when you ask me, can you connect? I will do my best to do that for you. Generally, you know, you can give a description of what you see, and you can get a message that comes across that you feel within you. What do you feel the message is for that person? And that is how you do it. I know that there are some people that are like, you know, really into the dates and the times and the, you know, the technical thing. But let me tell you, generally, your loved one's message to you is, number one, that they are very proud of you. Number two, that they want you to live for your joy. Number three, that they want you to continue on your life path. They love you very, very much. Nothing from the physical, like maybe you had an argument with someone and they passed away or whatever. None of that resentment is there for them. It may still be a sore point for you, but that's you. When they leave the physical, they are detached from all of that drama. They're living in unconditional love. So all they're wanting for you is the very best. They're not judging you on what you're doing. They're not telling you what to do or anything like that. It's all just like a cheering squad for you to get things right. After all, you made the agreement with this soul that they would go first and that you would continue on doing the things that you wanted to learn and doing the things that make you the happiest and, you know, learning and growing and changing. That was the agreement. So let's do it, you know. Let's do what they've let us do. And remember that that connection to the other side is available to absolutely anyone. And I don't care what anyone says. And I know that some people think that they're better than all of us and that they have got the connection and all this kind of stuff. Don't listen to all of that. Practice getting your own connection, making that solid for yourself in very subtle ways in the beginning, talking to them, reaching out to them, writing letters to them, all that kind of thing, and feeling the response that you get. And like I said, if you've got a Grammy that was, you know, very much into fashion and what looks good on a person, then you're definitely going to know what you should and shouldn't wear during the day, right? Because you're going to hear that. And that's a real connection. Don't discount that as just wishful thinking or whatever. So if you are called upon this week coming to support somebody who has had loss, or maybe you are the one that needs support yourself, please know that even if there are no physical people around you that are helping you, that there's so much love for you on the other side, supporting you and guiding you forward. There's just so much unconditional love that you would be blown away if you really knew how the other side sees you. So much different than what we see in the mirror. It's just full of joy, unconditional love and support for us. So again, it says here, you know, that you're getting a calling into your spiritual side, you're getting a calling into your mediumship side. Maybe there is a message coming through in your dreams. And we've just been talking about that on Facebook as well. Like, I had a crazy dream the other night where I died in my dream. However, my family could still see me and talk to me and all this kind of stuff. So everyone was putting their input in about what they thought it meant. And to me, it feels like the old me or the old self or the old ways of doing things have now gone. And I'm elevating into this new person, this new way of doing things. And we're always going to be growing and changing, you know, and shedding our skin and letting go and releasing and all of that stuff. So Azrael is with you in times of transition as well. Transition, change, the death of the old ways of things, and a physical death as well. If somebody that you know is close to death, well, you're just being reminded that your support is needed. You are very, very loved, and you know the angels are surrounding them, you know, for a long time before they go away. And don't feel guilty about anything that you feel that you could have done, said, or been any way different than what you did. It was all perfect. So there we go, Archangel Azrael working with us. Let's go for the change and the transition, and pay attention now to the signs and symbols that are all around you. And I can guarantee some of you are already getting goosebumps or already feeling this validation, like, yes, that's what it is then, you know. And that's just marvelous. That's why we do this, to show you how connected that we all are. And also to trust whatever comes through, you know, and that's what I always do. So if you chose number 1, I got a big pile of cards here, and they're all random decks. And if you chose number 1, I'm going to focus on those people that chose number 1, and let's see what comes out for you. Okay. And here's the card that you got, and this one is from the messages, not messages from your angels, but daily guidance, I think, from your angels by Doreen Virtue. And this one is energy work. So this is calling you into energy work. And it says, life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and your heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. Again, you've been called into service, okay? It's all about service for us, to do the healing that you want to do, to get into the your own method of healing. Oftentimes I hear people say they want to study this method, that method, this one, that one, and then they'll be ready. No, 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 no. You only get good at what you're doing with practice, and you can only practice on people and yourself. So don't feel that you are not qualified. Of course, do your research, you know, all those kinds of things, until you get a method of healing that is working for you. And I can tell you that all the healings that I've done that are hands-on healings, even if they've only been 2 minutes long, the person has had some kind of experience within that, and they've been like, wow, you know, a lot of people say your energy is so loving. And the thing of it is, that's all I have for the person in front of me. I don't want to know your problems. I don't want to know what you're ready to get rid of. I just want to trust that, you know, the universal energies will work through me to help you. And my intention is that you're going to get what you need. And it happens, you know, time after time after time after time. But your ego needs to stay out of the way. You're not the one that's doing any of the healing. You are holding the intention of love and a healing result for that person. But really the healing is coming from the divine. And that's where you want to stress to people that you're just a facilitator. You're a conduit of energy. You're like a big crystal. And your energy, along with that person's energy, is creating this. When that person says, yes, I want to be healed, and you're going, I want this person to heal, it's a double whammy. And they're able to release pockets and pockets of stagnant energy from the body. So just do things nice and simply. Keep everything nice and simply. If you've been thinking about it, if you've been wanting to do it, but you're sort of humming and hawing and this and that and the other thing, now's the time to get writing, to get researching, and get practicing on whoever will sit still for you. Of course, remembering to do yourself every single day and seeing the blessings in your life every single day. So there we go, energy work for those who chose number 1. And I bet you're all going, oh my God. All right. Those of you who chose number 2, let's see what you get. Oh, it's a very, very short, it's a very, very short shuffle. Now here we go. You have got a Ascended Master card, which is Ganesh, And Ganesh is a beautiful deity who is known as the overcomer of obstacles. All right? There is no challenge too difficult for Ganesh to help you with. Now, I've been talking to a lot of people, like Hindus and like a lot of Indian people who have their own way of doing things, and they explain to me that there is a whole lot of chanting that goes on. So when they connect with Ganesh, for example, they'll do a whole big chanting, and it might be 50 to 100 times that they do this chanting in order to get the energy of Ganesh. Someone else was telling me that every single town and village in India has a deity that resides over that town, and sometimes the deities don't get along. All this stuff. To me, I found that all too hard. All right, you know, too much. What's the word? Rules, you know, and regulations to connecting. My view has always been that we just talk to them, and you know what? We'll get an answer. So Ganesh is saying yes to you, whoever chose number 2. Yes, the time is right now. Ganesh can help bring abundance. Ganesh can help bring messages to you in dreams. And if you have any issues and you just can't seem to find your way out of it, please hand over all of the details to Ganesh or the angels or whatever it is that you want to work with. But Ganesh is very, very good at creating a resolution that you can't see. So those of you who chose number 2, you are being blessed. Your crown chakra is open. Give thanks to Ganesh, you know, just in love and light. And you'll see the differences. And watch out for flowers and things, like the flowers, having flowers in your home. Have a look, you'll find different flowers in bloom. The lotus flower is very important. See the symbols of this everywhere now. And that'll be saying to you, see, I'm right here, I'm working with you, it's real. So, yes, number 2. Okay, now, lucky last, number 3. Who chose number 3? Let's see what you guys get. Are you excited? I'm excited. Number 3, number 3, number 3, number 3, number 3. This is from the messages from the angels. And we got Shanti. Beautiful. Another Indian deity, Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility, tranquility, and a smoother road ahead. Okay, and so how it's got the lion laying down with the lamb, and you know that meant everything was peace and everything was loved and everything's going to be okay. Again, she's showing you, well, she reminds me of an Indian deity anyway. She's showing you a lamp of incense and some beautiful flowers. So aromatherapy, bark bush flower essences, all these natural remedies are going to be perfect for you as you get to the next level in your life. There is going to be a smoother road ahead. If everything's been going nutty, you know, and everything's been working you up, and you know, you've been trying to find your way out of solutions, trying to find your solutions to problems, all those kinds of things, just take a breath for a moment, you know, rub some lavender oil on your temples and have a rest and just imagine the life that you really, really want. Imagine that all of those issues are resolved for you. So there's not so much thinking going on, there's just this beautiful imagining. And when you imagine, you are manifesting. And that's the most important thing. So Shanti, the angel of peace, which is so beautiful, bringing you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Now, we don't need to know how that's all going to happen, okay? We need to just forget about all that how business. We just need to trust and go, okay, awesome. Wow, I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to see what it's going to be. Instead of going, oh yeah, you know, well, you don't have the problems I've got, la 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 la. I heard all that, I've done all that, I know what we go through. And I think that's why we're all so connected, because, you know, I can resonate with you on a million different levels and have experienced something that's similar to what you're going through. So I do understand, but let's just trust that for all of us, that there is a smoother way ahead. We're removing obstacles and we're working with our healing energy and trusting that we can speak to the other side anytime that we want to. We just got to do it. We just got to do it. No more fear about it. You know, of course you're going to be protecting yourself in white light, or protecting yourself using the angels and your guides, whatever it is. And so you know that it's unconditional love coming your way. So I hope that that was helpful to you guys. I really enjoy doing these videos with you, and I've got so many others to come up. And I am going to Perth in Western Australia the first week of December. I have just got back from Melbourne, now I'm going to Perth. If you would like to connect with me and have a seminar with me and do past life regression, future regression, and also connecting with your angels and guides, I'm going to have about a 2-hour night in Perth, and I haven't worked out all the details yet. It really depends on the numbers and the interest in that, and I will do this for you. I'm actually going to be doing that when I travel around. I'm going to be teaching you guys about this. We'll go through some fun exercises and get to connect with each other. So if you're interested in me meeting me and coming to a session in Perth, please email me at divinemiracles@gmail.com, and the information is in the link. And then I'll see, judging by the numbers, whether it's worthwhile to do this in a venue. So there you go, everybody. That's the messages. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and stay tuned. I've got an aromatherapy page on Facebook as well, where I'm teaching you guys about the different essential oils and how they can help in the healing process within our body really easily. So I'll be updating things on there as well. So thank you so much for listening, and until the next video, please keep your requests coming, and it's many blessings from me to you, and goodbye for now. Bye everyone.